In today's episode, we are going to talk about 2 ways to improve your voice quality using the Blue Yeti Nano. This is my current setup, using the Blue Yeti Nano to do my voiceover and voice narrations for my YouTube videos. I'm usually sitting this far away, reading a script. So for example, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, a peck of pickled peppers Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers that Peter Piper picked? So that is an example of how far I am when I'm recording for my voice narrations. And I find that this isn't good. I find that the voice is just too far away, and as you hear this, it's not the best audio quality coming from the Blue Yeti Nano. Don't get me wrong, I think the Blue Yeti Nano is a great microphone. I think it works well, but it's not picking up my voice very well because I think I'm too far away from it. And so it's very uncomfortable for me to talk like this all the time. And it's very hard for me to read a script when I'm kind of staring at my keyboard. And so what I ended up doing was doing this. So now I actually holding up the microphone to my mouth like this while I'm doing the voice narrations, which is a bit of a pain because I kind of like to have my hand free to sometimes type or to stop and start the voice recording using my mouse. So this wasn't very good. And also found when it's close, it does sound better, but you're starting to get that pop noise because now air is physically actually hitting the condenser or hitting the microphone, and it kind of peaks at certain times and it's peaking at certain times. So I found that moving it closer to my mouth like this, sound quality is better, but I'm getting a lot of puff sound or the puffing noise, and it's peaking at certain intervals, and it's not great. So here is the solution that I decided to use. And so what we're going to do is we're going to build a DIY mic stand for the Blue Yeti Nano. One of the ways to improve your voice quality is have the mic closer to your mouth. And so this is what we're going to try and do today. This is the Blue Yeti Nano. I'm able to use some of my existing photography and videography equipment to build a boom mic for my Blue Yeti Nano. And the first piece that we use is a light stand. So this is my Amazon basic light stand. I believe it is 7 feet. It wasn't very expensive at all. And the next thing I use is the Manfrotto monopod. It's important that the monopod has the 1/4-inch thread on it as well. So we're going to use this as well. Next we need is a small rig clamp or a similar clamp. There's different brands that does the same thing. This one just happens to be the small rig brand. This one has the 1/4-inch and the 3/8-inch thread. All right. And the last 2 pieces that you need is I had some leftover light stand adapters. On one end it's a 1/4-inch, the other end is 3/8, and then a 1/4-inch and 3/8 screw as well. So one of the things with the Blue Yeti Nano, which is kind of nice, it has a 1/4-inch screw, so you can actually mount this. I was looking online on Amazon for some options to so it has a 1/4-inch, the mic, the headphone, as well as the micro USB. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the Blue Yeti Nano from the base. So now I have disconnected it. So initially what I thought about doing was just screwing this my monopod directly to the Blue Yeti Nano. But what I realized was this actually covers up the micro USB, which is at the bottom here. And that means I can't plug it in or use it. So this is where these adapters come in. So I take the 1/4 inch through, straight to the bottom. This is my light stand adapter. So I screw in it. Now there's a bit of an extension. This is a 1/4 inch thread. Now I can actually screw it on to the monopod. And now I have easy access to the micro USB port. So now I have access to the micro USB port. It plugs in. Okay. Next we're going to do is we're going to mount. I'm going to show you how to mount the monopod using the small rig to the light stand. The C-clamp. Goes right on the 1/4 inch thread. Nice and tight. Alright, so now we're going to hook up our monopod to the clamp. Clamp it on. The second option to improve your voice quality is to add a pop filter to your Blue Yeti Nano. In this case, I just bought one off of Amazon. It was relatively inexpensive. It was around $7 Canadian. And what this will do is kind of block some of the wind or the pop noise as you're talking into it. So I'm just going to quickly install this to the Blue Yeti Nano. It's pretty thick, as you can take a look at it. It's really just a piece of foam covering the Blue Yeti Nano. Alright, I'm just going to pop it on. I'll attach it to the monopod and we'll try it out. So now that I put it all together, I want to show you how I'll actually use it for my voice narrations for my videos. It's mounted on again, so this is mounted on a monopod with an adapter from a light stand I use connected to my Blue Yeti Nano. And it's put with a small rig clamp and Amazon basic light stand. So because I have this on the monopod, I can unhook it, extend, and retract it. So closer or further away from the mic depending on where I'm sitting or how I'm sitting. And then again, because it's on a light stand, I can move it up and down. So this is great. So for instance, what I'll do is I'll move it over to the side so it gives me a chance to free up my hands with the keyboard and do my voice narrations. And then I can make those adjustments. So if I'm sitting further back, just as simple as just moving it closer to my mouth. Or if I'm leaning back in my chair, I can move it up or down. I can move it up or down. So again, this is a great flexibility for doing this. So now that it's all set up, I'm going to do some examples of how moving it closer and having the pop filter improves the voice quality using the Blue Yeti Nano. I'm going to record some stuff on my desktop and then we're going to play it back and hopefully you can see the difference. So I want to do a comparison with the pop filter on and with the pop filter off. I'm recording this onto my desktop right now and I'm going to sync the video up with this to show you, the viewer, what the sound difference is with the pop filter on and off. And to do that, we are going to be reading the Peter Piper lyrics, so it kind of simulates that pop sound and see how well the pop filter does. So Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? And that is with the pop filter on. Now I'm going to take it off. So now with it off, I'm going to do this again. So we'll do the exact same Peter Piper lyrics. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? Not a clue. Even reading this for the second time, not a clue where it is. So the 2 tips I have to improve your voice quality by using the Blue Yeti Nano is having the mic physically closer to your mouth and as you talk into it, as well as putting a pop filter on to reduce that poof poof sound while you're talking. Alright, so if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up to like the video and consider subscribing to my channel for similar content. So thank you for watching, and until next time.